Let's talk about sustainable travel today.
Hey Alice, have you thought about sustainable travel lately?
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about it. It's pretty interesting.
It really is. I think it's so important to consider our impact on the planet.
Absolutely. I love the idea of eco-friendly accommodations.
Same here. Have you ever stayed in a green hotel?
I haven't yet, but I'd love to try one.
They often have cool features like solar panels and water-saving systems.
That sounds awesome. I'd feel good knowing I'm helping the environment.
Exactly. Plus, it's a great conversation starter.
For sure. What about transportation? Have you looked into that?
Yeah, I've been thinking about using trains more often instead of flying.
Trains are such a scenic way to travel.
They really are. You can see so much more of the landscape.
Plus, it's usually more relaxing than being at the airport.
Definitely. And you can move around more freely.
Have you ever tried biking while traveling?
I have. It's a fantastic way to explore a new city.
I bet. You get to see things up close.
Exactly. And it's a great workout too.
I love that it's both fun and eco-friendly.
For sure. What about food? Eating local can be sustainable too.
Yes, supporting local farmers and markets is a great idea.
Plus, you get to try authentic dishes.
Exactly. It makes the experience so much richer.
Have you ever done a farm-to-table tour?
Not yet, but it's on my bucket list.
They can be really informative and delicious.
I can imagine. What's your favorite sustainable travel destination?
I really enjoyed my trip to Costa Rica.
Oh, I've heard it's beautiful and eco-conscious.
It is. They focus a lot on conservation there.
That's inspiring. I'd love to see their rainforests.
You should. The biodiversity is incredible.
I'm also interested in their wildlife protection efforts.
They have some amazing initiatives to protect endangered species.
That's so important. We need to preserve these ecosystems.
Absolutely. It's all about balance and respect for nature.
Speaking of balance, what do you think about carbon offsetting?
It can be a good option if done right.
I agree. It's not a perfect solution, but it helps.
Right. It's better than doing nothing at all.
Have you ever offset your travel carbon footprint?
I have. I usually do it when I fly.
That's great. It feels good to contribute positively.
Definitely. Every little bit helps, right?
Exactly. What about volunteering while traveling?
I think that's a fantastic way to give back.
It really is. You get to make a difference and learn.
Plus, you meet some amazing people along the way.
That's true. It can really enrich your travel experience.
Have you ever volunteered abroad?
Not yet, but I'm considering it for my next trip.
You should. It can be life-changing.
I've heard that. Do you have any recommendations?
There are some great programs in Southeast Asia.
That sounds perfect. I've always wanted to visit that region.
You'll love it. The culture is so vibrant.
I can't wait to immerse myself in it.
Just be sure to research the organizations beforehand.
Good point. I want to make sure it's legitimate.
Absolutely. You want your efforts to have a real impact.
For sure. What about travel gear?
I try to use reusable items like water bottles and bags.
That's smart. It cuts down on waste.
Exactly. Plus, it's convenient.
I love my reusable straw. It's so handy when I'm out.
Those are great. It's a small change, but makes a difference.
Totally. I also bring my own utensils when I can.
That's a great idea. It's all about reducing single-use plastics.
Yes, every little effort counts in the long run.
Have you seen any sustainable travel apps?
I have. There are some cool ones for finding eco-friendly places.
Those can be really helpful when planning a trip.
Definitely. It makes it easier to make responsible choices.
I love how technology can support sustainable living.
It's amazing. It connects us with like-minded travelers too.
Exactly. Community is so important in this movement.
Have you joined any travel groups focused on sustainability?
I have. It's great to share tips and experiences.
That sounds fun. I should look into that.
You should. It's a good way to stay motivated.
I agree. Plus, you can learn from others' experiences.
Exactly. There's so much knowledge to gain.
What's your next travel plan?
I'm thinking about a road trip along the coast.
That sounds amazing. Coastal drives are so scenic.
They really are. And I can stop at local spots along the way.
Perfect. Supporting local businesses is always a win.
For sure. I love discovering hidden gems.
Me too. It makes the journey even more special.
Have you ever done a solo trip?
I have. It was a great way to connect with myself.
That's awesome. I think solo travel can be very empowering.
It really is. You get to make your own decisions.
Exactly. It's all about personal growth.
I'd love to do more solo trips in the future.
You should. They can be so rewarding.
I will. What's your favorite travel memory?
I think it was hiking in the mountains of Peru.
That sounds incredible. The views must have been breathtaking.
They were. It felt like I was on top of the world.
I can only imagine. Nature has a way of inspiring us.
It really does. It reminds us of what's important.
Absolutely. We need to cherish and protect our planet.
Yes, sustainable travel is one way to do that.
I'm excited to explore more sustainable options.
Me too. Let's keep sharing ideas.
Definitely. I love our conversations about this.
Same here. It's great to connect over something meaningful.
For sure. Can't wait for our next travel adventure.
Neither can I. Here's to more sustainable journeys ahead.